my dear ones. This is a reading about what the person most on your mind would want to happen between you two, with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. I read in the order of birthdays, and this time I wish happy birthday to Sagittarius. I hope you will have a beautiful birthday month. As an extended member to the channel, you will get these readings ahead of time and with no ads. And there's a pick a card reading up, the evolution of my romantic life, for the full members to this channel, and the reading the Divine Masculine's role in my past, present and future is up for all the members to the channel. Subscribe and check out the many perks through the join button that will appear, or follow the link in the description box to learn more about membership. And I use the light SEER'S tarot for the readings part, and I will start shuffling your cards. So when I open your deck here, it's in the reverse, and we have the Queen of Swords together with the Queen of Pentacles. So it shows a very feminine vibration. Both people are also relaxing their eyes here. So it's like a moment when we are going into ourselves, and we might not be, neither you or your partner might be very outgoing in the world right now. There's a lot of going on inside of you, and so you're very yin in your vibration at this time. I call the divine with love and light, and here we also have another queen, and it's the Queen of Cups. So it seems like you're tuning into your emotions, both of you. That you are feeling in vibration with yourself. What do I want? What do I need? What's making me happy? What's not making me happy? And where am I going with my life? Where do I want to go with my life? What's going on inside of me? What's this vibration? What's this energy? So again, with a closed eye. So it's really about experiencing the inside of our body instead of the outside of our world. So I call the 4 archangels in the 4 corners of the world. We see the 10 of Wands here, that you have been through some rough period. A lot of rough things has happened over maybe a long or a short period of time. It can have been blow after blow after blow that has made you feel as if you need this moment to take a breath and to, like, what's going on, what are we doing, where are we going. So there has been a little bit too much, we can say, maybe too much for you two to handle. So 6 elements, and here we have the Magician together with the Queen of Pentacles. So it's a decision being made that we are going to make a better situation for ourselves and our loved ones in the future. We are not going to repeat past mistakes. We are not going to drive ourselves too hard or miss out on the internal signals, how our body is feeling, how our emotional being is feeling. So this is dressing up for a better future, a more sustainable future where we don't have to suffer inside our lives, but we actually know ourselves good enough to take really good care of ourselves, and we're also gentle enough with other people to also take good care of them. So 6 elements, earth, wind, fire, water, spirit and ether, to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Sagittarius viewers. So I want my dear Sagittarius to have love in their life. We had the King of Coins jumping when I asked about love. And I want you to have creative success and to be able to walk on your highest path towards your highest destiny. Okay. So I will just tune in for a few seconds here to you, the person most on your mind, and what this person would want to happen between you two. So this is the new, what this person would want to happen between you two. And we have the 8 of Swords there, so they're a little bit tied up for the moment, not closed eyes, probably closed eyes behind there, but blindfolded. And so they have a lot of problems, a lot of issues in their life, emotional problems. They might have been inviting the divine feminine to step in, or they have been overwhelmed by the divine feminine, like the parts of you that wants to be in tune with its surrounding. It can't just battle on. It wants positive feedback. It wants to feel like good things are happening, as if we are sustaining each other, as we are loving each other, after the self-love in the body. A lot of these things are important for the divine feminine. And I think this person has been able to soldier on before, and now it's like this divine feminine part of them is holding them back and making them unable to do things in the way that they did things before. It's almost like they got jumped by the divine feminine and saying, hey, now you need to deal with this. And this is the most likely action for the future. And we have the Three of Swords. So it's a lot of rough things that have been happening, but the reality of this Three of Swords is that this person is heartbroken and has been so for a very, very long time. They have been in bits and pieces. They just didn't know it because they kept themselves together. They were moving on, doing things, taking leadership, being on top, going into war or combat or conflict, winning out on the other end. And they didn't feel into how it felt inside. And this is coming like a backlash or a backdraft. And everything is kind of jumping onto them right now. But it's because it needs to be dealt with. Every step of the way, we both need to be strong enough to pick ourselves up, but we also need to deal with whatever we went through. That is how the divine feminine gets the wisdom out of the experience. If we just soldier on without taking heart of what happened, we don't get the wisdom, and we do the same stupid mistake again and again and again and again. So to be a human is also about learning as we go, and we learn by, for example, getting really bad feelings, being ashamed, being heartbroken, all these things. And then from this experience, we learn more and more about the human condition and what's good for us to do, what's not good for us to do, how we want to be treated, how we want to treat other people. So this is this person's intentions, and we can see it's their divine feminine side wants to learn. It has always wanted to learn, but it was blocked inside of them to learn because they wanted to be this tough person that just picked themselves up and dusted themselves off. But they missed a lot of information in this way and were remaining kind of uneducated in many areas. And now the divine feminine inside of them, being just a child here, so it shows that it's pretty undeveloped, needs to take hold and get all their attention at this moment in time. So their intentions towards you, it's like they're so preoccupied with this, what's going on with them, that they might not be super focused on your relationship, but I think it's your relationship has woken them up to the reality that they need to look at themselves. And this is their feelings. So they are not giving up on you. They are not giving up on the relationship. They are kind of still in it in a way, dropping seeds wherever they go here. It's just that they need this time to go through all these things that's necessary for the future growth. So even if you are not 100% being together, glued together by the hips right now, this person is still loyal to you. It's just that they have stuff to deal with. Okay. And this is how they view you. And we have the Strength card. So they have been amazed by the strength that you have represented and shown. And it's part of what has led to their awakening, that you are strong enough to both show emotion and cry and bleed and still, picking yourself up. And I think this has been some kind of key to their awakening. And this is how they view the relationship. It's like a work in progress. They still want this. They see potential for growth in this relationship. But it's like a negotiation. You are not entirely on the same page. You don't see things in the same way. And you need to get not on the same page, but at least understand each other. So it's very crucial to communicate what we feel, what we want, what we need, who we are, what's going on with us, so that we can come to a good conclusion together. The Three of Wands is also messages and reaching out. So it can happen that this person wants to reach out, but they don't have too much to show for. Like, they can't just come and say, I will promise you this, I will promise you that, I will do this, I will do that. They don't know just yet. They are trying to figure themselves out, so they can offer like a connection, but they can't offer like sureness or knowing what's the next step will be. And this is what's going on inside of them, and it's the Tower. So they're going through a radical metamorphosis, and you need to have patience with this person at this time. So, Eight of Swords leading to the Tower. That's liberation from this old shackles. But there was a reason to why they protected themselves against feeling and thinking too deep about things. And this is the reason for this is, of course, pain and being uncomfortable, and all this needs to be faced. So the person is going to be very preoccupied with what's going on inside of them. So this is the most likely action, and we have the Fool here that together with the Three of Wands shows that this person doesn't want to let you go, even if they're going through like a life crisis. They still feel very hopeful for you, and it's almost like you have opened them up to this new future, a new way of looking at things. We have a King of Pentacles coming here underneath the Knight of Pentacles. So it shows that they will grow in the direction where they will want more and more of you, and maybe a more closer and more intimate relationship. As the time passes, the more they figure themselves out, the more they will find out that they want to spend their time with you. And here we have the Two of Wands coming underneath the Strength card that represented you. So it might be that either you are holding off, you want to see some result before you engage in the relationship, or they need to hold off their plans for your future, the future that you have together, because they are going through this process. And here we have a Knight of Swords. So you might feel this as they are running away from you or not being available, but they are actually need to this time to figure themselves out, to come to terms with their emotion and be able to be happy. They have chemicals in their body that hasn't worked properly for years. They might not be able to feel sadness, or haven't been able to feel sadness. They feel it now, but they have also not been able to feel really happiness, and all these things needs to be reawakened inside this person. So there's good news that they are working on this so hard, but the bad news is that they might not be super available for a relationship at this point in time. Not today. Not dealing, hurt, avoiding conversation, call person, boundary, still angry. I don't think they are still angry, and I think they might actually reach out, but they can't deal with, all the emotions that's coming at them like a tsunami wave in this relationship. Lightning. We had the Tower here as well. Sorry for covering the whole image. So they need to deal with this, whatever they have refused to deal with in the past. They need to deal with it now, and it can be all from childhood trauma to past lovers, past heartbreak. Can be parental issues, career issues, all different kind of things that has been not working particularly well for this person, or it has traumatized them, and they haven't been able to deal with it in the more deeper way. They have dealt with it in a way that where they soldiered on, but didn't deal with the issues of the situation. So I don't feel worthy of love. They might have a deep unworthiness. So I know there you see the green here in their clothes is matching this color here. So I think this is something they are working on to build on their worthiness. I was acting from my ego, so they're kind of saying a little bit that they're sorry for how they were acting in the past, where they were just this square, self-preserving machine. Inside me, I scream your name. It's obvious that it's a lot of pain from the risk of losing you as well. I had to be brutally honest. This, I feel, is you. I will never come back. So that might be the Two of Wands underneath the Strength card. Maybe you broke up with this person. There was a lack of attraction. Maybe you finally saw this person for who they were, like a stone cold person frozen to ice. But it can also be that you felt like they didn't love you enough because they couldn't show love and emotions. And therefore you gave up because you felt like there was a lack of attraction from their end. Okay. So I will also take from the astrology card to see a little bit where this is heading, or if there's an advice from the divine. We have Pisces. The energy is wistful, endlessly loving, compassionate and forgiving. It confuses and softens resolve. And the 8th house. This transformational area of your life is about shared resources and intense emotions. So we can see that the important thing now is that this person faces their emotion. 9 of Cups is also Pisces energy. And they need to come to terms with that they are an emotional being, and that they won't just be able to soldier on for the future. And when this has been calibrated a little bit better, I think they will make an effort to win you back. And they might still try now, but they can't make like a real effort because they're still kind of in shock for everything that's going on inside of them. I would urge you to watch the love reading for December, or the reading The True Thoughts and Feelings, to get more information about this relationship. On my first channel page, there's a playlist for your specific astrological sign where you can watch all the latest readings for your specific sign in one single playlist. On the end screen, you will see a link to that playlist, so go and check it out. And you can also order personal readings, distance healing, and past life regression sessions at my webpage, tarot.com.se. And please share my videos on your social media to let more people know about them. Also like the video to show YouTube that you want to see more readings from me in your feed. And of course, subscribe and hit the notification bell to be sure that you get noticed when I'm posting a new video. Thank you in advance and also for watching this far. Take care of yourself and stay blessed. Bye for now.